everybody. My name is Digambar Chaudhary. Welcome back to our channel Speech Express. So today in this video, I will be talking about adjective. As you are very well aware about that, I am doing a series of functional grammar in which I am just talking about all 9 parts of speech. In my last video, I have covered noun. I have fully covered pronoun. Now in this video, I am just covering adjective. So this is the third part of speech. So let us understand what exactly an adjective is. Guys, you are very well aware about that adjective are frequent words which are used in constructing sentences. So there are fair usage of adjective in the construction of sentences. Okay, without an adjective, your sentence cannot be complete. So let us understand what exactly the definition of adjective, what exactly the adjectives are, and how many types and kinds of adjectives are there. Okay. So first understand the definition of adjective. Adjective are generally those words, guys, which are used to tell you the quality of a particular noun or pronoun. Or we can say in that way, an adjective is a word which is used to qualify, modify or specify a noun or pronoun. Alright, so those words which are used to qualify, modify or specify a noun and pronoun are called an adjective. For an example, randomly I am just telling you, like if I say he's a boy, okay, then I am not giving you the specific information about that guy. If I say he is a good boy, then I am just certainly telling you about the quality of that person, quality of that guy. Okay, so good word is here an adjective. So like this, now I will explain everything which is written on this whiteboard about an adjective, which are few important things about adjective. Okay, so there are, guys, 7 kinds of adjective or 7 types of adjective which you need to learn to become fluent in English speaking. Okay, so because parts of speech are the base of functional English grammar. Clear? Now, the first types of adjective is the adjective of quality. Okay, the types of adjective which tells the quality of a particular thing or a particular individual, that is called an adjective of quality. These are few examples for that. Like good, good tells you obviously the quality of a particular word or particular thing. Bad, bad is again telling you the quality, whether the thing is bad. Tall, high, great. In the same manner, these words are also used to express or to tell you the quality of a particular thing. Okay, this is why this is called adjective of quality. Now, the next and the second one is adjective of quantity. So as, guys, this word suggests in itself adjective of quantity. That means something in quantity. Okay, some means there is a quantity of something, but you are not aware about the specific figure or specific number. Something is there. Okay, so there is something in quantity which you are not clear about. Alright, how much is this? Little. There is a little water in this glass. Okay, there is a little I am saying, but you are not clear about how much. More, much, enough. Okay, like there is enough water in this glass, but you are not particular about the number, particular about the quantity. The same goes to adjective of number, which is the third one, wherein the number is not clear, but certain particular things are given. For an example, many. Many is something you are not clear about the number. Okay, like many people are going to Agra to see the Taj. Several is again the same word. Several people are going to Delhi to see the India Gate. Okay, 2 people are going to see the Taj. 1 person is going to visit Pakistan. Okay, a few people are going to visit France. Clear? A few people are going to visit Kashmir. So that means you are not clear about the number. Now, the next is proper adjective, which is the fourth one. As guys, the word suggests in itself proper adjective. That means it's a proper adjective. For example, Indian. India is a noun, okay, which is the name of a country. Now, Indian becomes from India, okay. The people who are residing there in India are called Indians. Banarsi. Obviously, people who are residing in Banaras are called Banarsi. Pakistani, people who are residing in Pakistan are called Pakistani. Americans, obviously the people who are residing in America are called Americans. The same example, people who are residing in Germany are called German. People who are residing in England are called British. Okay? So these are proper adjectives. Now, next one, which is fifth, is demonstrative adjective. So guys, demonstrative adjective, there are again these four words I will be talking about, which I have already mentioned, and once I was talking about pronoun. Okay, now I am repeating those same words. So I would be telling you in my later on, I will be telling you about the further explanation of these three: demonstrative, distributive, and interrogative. You need to wait for this for a while. Now, demonstrative adjectives are these words: this, that, these, those. Okay. And next is distributive adjective. Again, distributive adjective is something which is like each, every, either. Like each of these guys can go to visit Taj Mahal. Okay. Every person cannot do his or her work. Either he or she can go to Agra to see the Taj. Okay, so these are words which are called distributive words, which are used to distribute a particular sentence, a particular word, which are used to in a sentence to make it in a complete form. That is why the distributive adjectives are used. Next one is interrogative adjective. Obviously, in interrogative adjective, I have also talked about the same thing in pronoun as well. Like the same words, what, which, who, where, etc. These words can become interrogative pronoun sometimes, and sometimes these words can become interrogative adjective as well. Okay, so these are the words. As you need to just wait for this. I will explain how these words can become interrogative pronoun and how these words can become interrogative adjective. So guys, these are the points to remember about adjective and pronoun. As we have already discussed about pronoun, we have already discussed about adjective. But there are few words which are confusing. Like your queries must be there, and you must be thinking like these are few words we have already studied in pronoun, as well as we are also studying them in an adjective. So what are these words? Whether we call these words an adjective or we call these words pronoun. So let me just clarify your doubts over here. The points to remember about adjective and pronoun. Okay. So these are the basic points, guys. Let us explain these points with the help of these examples. There are 6 examples with me. The first example says, this is my book. Second example says, this book is mine. Third says, which is your book. And fourth says, which book is yours. Fifth one says, each of us can play. And sixth one says, each boy can play. Now, let us understand. Again, I am explaining this first example. This book is this is my book. This is my book. That means here this is demonstrative pronoun. This is demonstrative pronoun over here, and this book is mine. Here this is demonstrative adjective. The same goes here in the second example as well. Which is your book? Interrogative pronoun here, and which book is yours? Here, which is interrogative adjective. Each here in first example is distributive pronoun, and each here in second example, that is distributive adjective. So why? I am telling you the simple method. If after these interrogative word, after these demonstrative word, in the first example, after these demonstrative word, any helping word comes, then these demonstrative words are called demonstrative pronoun. If after these demonstrative word, any noun comes, like book is noun, so these words are called demonstrative adjective. Clear? If after any demonstrative word there is a helping verb in the sentence, then the demonstrative word would be demonstrative pronoun. If after that demonstrative word there is a noun, not helping verb, then that demonstrative word would be demonstrative adjective. Clear, guys? Same goes for the second example. If after interrogative word there is any helping verb, then that interrogative word would be interrogative pronoun. If after that interrogative word there is noun, then that interrogative word would be interrogative adjective. Now the third example says, if after that distributive pronoun, that distributive word, if after that distributive word there is anything except noun, then it would be distributive pronoun. Or if there is noun just after that distributive word, then that distributive word would be called distributive adjective. So this is the clarification about distributive adjective and distributive pronoun, interrogative adjective and interrogative pronoun, demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun. So this is all about an adjective, guys. As almost we are done with adjective, but there are few important things remaining to cover. So let us now talk about the degrees of comparison, which are obviously very important part of adjective. So guys, degrees of comparison means in Hindi we say dasa, the kind of dasa. Okay? And degrees of comparison are generally made of two types of adjectives. One is the adjective of quantity and another one is the adjective of quality. So let us just understand the use of degrees of comparison. The degrees of comparison are generally three types, guys. First is positive degree, which is called samanya dasa, and second is called comparative degree, which is called tulnatmak dasa. That means there is a comparison in between these degrees, this type of degree. And the third one is superlative degree, which means sarvocha dasa. Again there is a comparison, and which is the super degree. Okay. So three types of degrees are positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Now let us understand them better with the help of these examples which are given on this whiteboard. So let me explain it one by one. First, let us talk about the positive degree. The positive degree is, guys, samanya dasa. That means tall. He's a tall boy. He's a tall guy. Okay. This question is very easy. This question is easy. He's a good guy. He's a good boy. He's very beautiful. He's very rich. He's very wise. This house is very big. Clear? Now this is a samanya dasa, or general saying about a particular thing. Now let us talk about the second one. Second one is comparative degree. That means we are just doing comparison in between two different things or two different individuals. The examples are taller. He is taller than me. This house is bigger than that of my house. This question is very much easier than that of the question which I got earlier in my question paper. Better. She is better than others. Okay? Or she is better than me. Or he is better than me. Now I am doing comparison between these two things. Next is superlative degree. Superlative degree again, which is sarvocha dasa. Alright? That is like tallest. This is the tallest tower in India, or this is the tallest tower in the world. Easiest, this is one of the easiest question. Okay. Biggest, this is one of the biggest house which I have ever seen. Richest, like Mukesh Ambani, or I can say like Adani. Gautam Adani is one of the richest person of the world. Okay. And best, this is the best book I have ever read. So this type of dasa, this type of degree is sarvocha dasa. This is means which is best among the best. Alright. So this is a clear use of degrees of comparison in adjective. With that, this is end of this video, guys, and I have covered everything about adjective in this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for giving me your precious time, and keep learning new things, and enjoy your day, enjoy your study. That's all from my side. Take care. Bye bye.